A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is a horror adventure game inspired by the critically acclaimed blockbuster movie franchise. Get it now on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam. Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're looking at 10 things you need to know about A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. A brand new adventure. The story of A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead takes place just over 100 days after the invasion. You take on the role of Alex, who, after no longer feeling safe at the hospital stronghold, decides to escape with the help of her father, in hopes of reaching a National Guard outpost. Early on in the game, after taking a test, Alex discovers that she is pregnant. This, of course, points back to the first Quiet Place film, where Evelyn Abbott, played by Emily Blunt, is pregnant, something she handles with aplomb given the whole alien invasion thing going on. The Road Ahead tells a deeply emotional, poignant, and personal tale about personal survival against all odds, working with others along the way, and understanding the unknown threats that abound in this newly ravaged post-apocalyptic world.
Or anyone else that was smart enough to get the hell out of here.
Inspiration from the films.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Wait here. I'm gonna check it out.
Martin, hold on. Martin!
Now, it should probably come as no surprise that A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is drawing massive inspiration from each of the Quiet Place films. From the post-apocalyptic locations, to teaming up with other survivors, to the importance of sound and silence, to the actual alien creatures themselves, often known as Death Angels, an apt and menacing moniker to be sure. This game is sure to unnerve you around every ominous corner. While The Road Ahead is a brand new story in a brand new locale with a brand new character, there are plenty of nods to the sci-fi horror source material. Stealthy horror goodness. A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is a first-person stealth adventure horror game. It's clear this game is designed with slow, methodical movements in mind. Creeping through the myriad disturbing locales is the name of the game here, in order to avoid being mauled by the terrifying alien creatures. The first-person perspective really enhances the immersion in this tense, claustrophobic game, and it's in your best interest to stay low, aware, and most importantly, quiet. Speaking of which, sound is everything. Now, it should also probably come as no surprise to anyone who has watched one of the Quiet Place films, but sound, or the lack thereof rather, is truly everything, a critical piece of survivability in this harrowing new world. The alien creatures in this game are hyper-attuned to any and all sounds, especially because they are blind, meaning that should you open a door loudly, drop an item, or step on shards of glass, well, let's just say you better have an escape route ahead of you. The Road Ahead places a massive emphasis on the auditory experience, so keeping as quiet as possible as you traipse through environments will be your key to success here. Environmental advantages. Hopping through windows, hiding behind walls and shelves, moving around barrels, unscrewing vents to climb through them, all of these and plenty more will be environmental advantages you can use to circumvent the hostile alien creatures. You'll go through a myriad of locations such as an abandoned ranch, a hospital, outdoor, suburban, and town areas, amongst many others. Each of these locales will provide both environmental hazards and boons. Trying to figure out the right approach to navigate a locale is a critical part of the moment-to-moment gameplay in the road ahead. Tools of the trade. Throughout the road ahead, you'll come across various tools and items you can utilize, such as a handy flashlight, a cobbled together phonometer, batteries, and pills. You can expect there to be many more to engage with across the adventures. The ones that stand out the most during the beginning of the game are the flashlight and the auditory detecting device. The flashlight is extremely useful to navigate the dimly lit claustrophobic environments, especially because these alien beings are blind, so it will help you avoid small sources of noise that could attract their attention, which will definitely help in the long run. The phonometer device also comes in handy as it provides a quick readout to the player for both exterior environmental noise as well as the noise you, the player, is making. Stalking enemies. The alien creatures in the road ahead are terrifying, menacing, and uber powerful. They don't stop stalking survivors, always on the move, just ready to pounce. They constantly seek out sources of sound, no matter how quiet. They'll instantly put an end to you if they find you, so you'll have to do your best to circumnavigate them, avoiding anything that can set off sounds. Things like knocking over cans and buckets, stepping on glass, opening a door too quickly, or even falling into a trap can send the aliens into a frenzy. Environmental perception and awareness needs to be at the forefront of your mind as you try to avoid these creatures. Asthma stress. Now, this is a truly unique feature, one that games very rarely, if ever, implement. Throughout the game, physical or mental stress can aggravate the protagonist Alex's asthma. Her condition is represented by a handy icon on the top left of the screen that's definitely worth keeping an eye on. When Alex's stress becomes critical, she will unfortunately begin to suffer an asthma attack, which you'll have to avoid by pressing a prompt on screen. To circumvent an asthma attack entirely, you'll have to use an inhaler or pills to keep her stress levels low. Both of these items can be found stored throughout the various locations you find yourself in, so make sure you check everywhere.
Inhaler?
Minimal heads-up display. In an effort to further enhance immersion in this first-person stealth horror adventure, the game has a very limited heads-up display. Most times while exploring, you won't even see much pop up on the HUD apart from the autosave prompt or when swapping held items such as your flashlight. The aforementioned indicator in the top left of the screen ensures you are always thinking about your current stress level. There's also an incredibly useful icon on the bottom right indicating at what speed Alex is walking. However, for most of the experience, the game dynamically hides the HUD to create a better sense of palpable tense immersion. Launch details. For those of you looking to get into this new spin-off in the Quiet Place franchise, you're in great luck, because The Road Ahead is already available now for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam for $29.99 US. As well as a digital release, the game also has a physical version available for both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S consoles for all of you collectors out there.
Give me your hand.
Another prank?
Never.
So, are you chomping at the bit to play A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead? What aspects of this game are you looking forward to most? Be sure to let us know down in the comments. Get A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead now on Steam, PlayStation 5, or Xbox Series X and S. Survive in silence through this exclusive spin-off of the critically acclaimed blockbuster A Quiet Place franchise.